Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rurouni Kenshin, the Kyoto Disturbance arc, episode number 8, reaction. Okay, the previous episode we have reached Kyoto. Both Kenshin and what's her name, Kaoru and Yahiko, both of them have reached, I think, almost at the same time. And Kenshin went to Misao's place. There's like a little restaurant. Her grandfather, like kind of took care of, and we met him, and we also got to know that this grandfather was called Ohina, and he was supposed to be like he's supposed to be like one of the strongest members or the leader who he would have been a leader of the Onyaban, but he decided not to become the leader because he wanted the younger generation to take over. So Aoshi became the leader. He's that like talented and that good. Also has a lot of network, so he decided to help Kenshin track down Shishio and help him out. So Kenshin told him to track down two people. One of them was the person who made his Sakabato, but that person has given up the way of the sword, and his son. Sorry, no, that person is dead. His son has decided not to go and do these type of things, and he has completely taken himself away from making swords and stuff, which Kenshin didn't want to go against, and he was like, it's fine, I'll find some other way. And also we got to see a certain character in the end, in front of Shisho. That person is probably a Juppongatana. And yeah, so let's see what happens. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is the preference. Let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What? Wait. Okay. Yeah, she's doing the recap here. Yeah, I guess. The end. Wow. Nah, Kenshin doesn't want to do that. Yep. Yeah, that won't work as well. True. Yeah. It's true in that regards. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. That is true. Hmm. That. Oh my. What? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Show of the Ten Swords. Butterfly of the Ten Swords? Okay. Yep, here he is. Uchi. Firearms. Oh, well, eastern half of Japan. Anji. Oh, yep, everyone's coming together. Hmm. Oh, everyone's like, yes, we've been waiting for this. Damn. Right. Damn. More to the story, okay. Oh, that, okay, so basically Kenshin comes first. Oh. Hmm. Oh, another one of the Jippon Katana? Damn, he has an interesting character design. Joe. He has four swords? Yep. There we go. The information is already. Oh no. Oh no, he's trying to. Yeah, okay, then this. Oh, great. That whole defeats the whole purpose. He's not gonna go there. Like, Kenshin tried to not drag them into this. Oh boy. Like, Kenshin. I think he wants that. Shishio wants that. Yep, there you go. Usui and Sojiro. Hmm. Yeah. All right. Damn. Oh my god. Great. Ugh. I hope he. Ah, damn. No, stop it. I don't like this. Just give it to him. Like, really. There's no point in just give it to him. Oh boy. The. Oh god. Like I said, just give it to him. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, only his hair. Okay. Reverse mid-air sheathing. Just give it to him at this point. Give it to him. It's really not here. Oh. Okay, like it's not here, but it's here. Yeah. No, don't. He's gonna kill her. Or what the? Oh my god. Yo, this guy needs to go. Ah, oh no. Did he kill her? I cannot say. Oh no. He killed her. No, wait. Oh no no. Okay okay. Thank God. Not been stained with blood. It's not worth it. Your son's life was in. Yeah. Oh, he's thinking he's going to attack his son. Oh boy. Oh, this is the the network. Hmm. Ah. Whoa. Yeah. Well, we need to go. Well, we'll have to deal with this guy first. Joe, this guy. Yeah, what he's going to use. Huck Shrine. He's too confident in his swordsmanship, so Genshin. Oh, he's already there. Damn, that was fast. Oh, yep, you met him early. And no, he's here for you. No, not. I guess, yeah. God damn it. Okay, fantastic. He was planning to kill her, him. Okay, you know what? This guy needs to go. Like, you know, like really. Obviously, Kenshin doesn't kill people, so maybe like concussion, like directly in the head. Oh, 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 damn. Okay. What the hell? Wait, that was crazy. That was just one shot. Oh no, he's done for. I'm talking about him. Bro, you saw what he did to you? Oh my god, he's given an explanation. He's going to immediately get defeated. Bro, explanation is too long. You're going to get defeated immediately, that means. There you go. Oh! Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Just put. Oh god. Yeah. That is. Bro, shut up. Yo. Oh, that's why he didn't get. Yeah, you've. Well, you know what? We gotta hit him in the head then. He's just. Did he already defeat him or something? No, no, okay. It's still. What? Yeah, it's What? Oh my god! Yeah, that is a sword? Okay. He has a sword wrapped around his stomach. Okay, that is crazy. Like, here's the thing. I can respect Kenshin's, like, like, motto of not killing people, but I feel like a few people really deserves that treatment, and this guy's one of them. But I doubt Kenshin's going to kill him. That's why I'm saying. Like, hit him so hard, he goes into coma or something, you're not technically killing him, it's just, you know, indefinitely out of commission, basically. Or like give him such a hit in the head that he gets amnesia or something. Like, yeah, if you cannot kill, we you gotta do something about this guy. He'll be a problem otherwise. Right. Oh boy. Or maybe hit him so hard that he's never able to pick back a sword up again. Like, he gets such an injury that, he can never, like, grab a sword again. He's forever just done for. Like, I feel like that would be, like, one of the best, like, things for him because he loves swords so much, he can never touch a sword again. It's just his hands are, like, injured in that manner. That's it. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen. But I feel like there should be some exceptions, especially characters like this, who needs an actual beating and a beating in such a manner that they're never ever able to, like, ever think about doing something remotely close to what he's doing now. Like, something, like, sometimes it needs to be done. Yeah, okay. And yeah, that was today's episode. So today we got to meet one of the Juppangatana. This guy Cho, you know, whatever it is. He called himself the. I think he called himself Katanagari, wasn't it? Wait a minute. Let me. Yeah, Cho the sword hunter, Katanagari. So yeah, that's why he, like, he looks for swords, or he loves swords, I guess. And he, you can see how crazy he is. Like, I don't know, for a moment at the beginning I thought maybe he's going to be a decent guy, like, even though he's a Jutpon Gatana. Like that guy, what's his name? Anji, I think that was his name, the one who taught um Sanosuke, yeah, the one who taught Sanosuke. Like him, obviously he's one of the Jutpon Gatana, but he seemed like a decent dude. Yeah, and I thought maybe he's also going to be one of them, one of like that. Oh boy, no, no, no. He's far from it. And that's why I'm saying, like, the rule for Kenshin not killing people, I feel like there needs to be some kind of, like, like special way of treating these type of characters. Yeah, like, make them like hit them so hard that they're never able to do anything remotely close to what they're doing. Like I said, like, I don't know, give him like, amnesia or something, hit him so hard. He or like, like I said, best thing, hit him in like, so hard that he's never able to touch a sword again. Like, like he gets such an injury that he can never ever pick up a sword. Because I feel like obviously the normal things in these type of situation is like, what Kenshin usually does is, kind of defeat them and then the police gets custody of them. That's how it goes. I feel like these guys need something else. Like, no amount of police can, like, would be enough for a character like this who has this type of a personality. Like, like, he's gonna get arrested and then what? If like, he might break out and he's gonna again do the same thing over and over again. That's why, like, just do something like that, which is going to let him be forever crippled or something. He can never do anything ever like this again. Um, Obviously, because Kenshin doesn't kill. That's why I'm saying. If Kenshin killed people, then he would have just killed him, I guess. But that is like the main thing of this show. Like, Kenshin's resolve of not uh, killing people ever again after his past, after what he has done. Right. So I don't think he's going to go against that. I don't know in this show will it, if that will ever happen, like Kenshin actually kills someone. But I feel like for majority of it, he is going to, like, like, follow it. And yeah. Okay. Right. And yeah, so that guy, he, as soon as he got to know that there's apparently a certain sword, that he was like, you know what, I need to get that. And he goes there, and I was saying, like, oh, just tell him the location and everything. I feel like he still would have taken the kid. Like, as we saw, he said something in the end. He was like, oh, I've never killed a kid before, I wanted to see how it feels like. So I feel like that would have happened either way, even if that guy, he actually, when asked for the very first time, if he was truthful and he gave him the location, he probably still would have taken the kid. So I feel like that would have been completely useless. Like, yeah, he wouldn't be able to prevent this situation. Right. Okay. Anyways, like, the biggest problem here is like Kenshin doesn't have his Sakabato. Like, what? How is he going to fight this guy? Using the sheath just like that? Like, how? Oh my god. But let's see, because that's what he's been doing. He's using his sheath to fight, isn't he? Wait a minute. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, he's using his sheath to fight. Or no, wait. Oh no, it's no, that's his actual sword, isn't it? Yeah, that's his actual sword. I think he's just. Oh no, or is it his broken Sakabato? Oh, it's his broken Sakabato. Okay, yeah. He obviously he doesn't use an actual sword anymore. That's his broken Sakabato. It's like, I think it's taped up or something, as you can see, and he's using that too. Right. And he's also using, like, he's not really using the Sakabato in the proper way, because otherwise it'll break. He's like holding it like this and hitting like this or blocking like this. That's what he's doing. And that was enough to just completely, like, just defeat, like, destroy, like, this guy, this at the very beginning, when he tried to attack him, he just hit him so hard that all his sword in the bag just got destroyed. Yeah. Okay. Right. And yeah, so you know what? I think I don't know. Like I think Shisho's group will probably already lose one of the Juppon Katana, because I don't see this guy Cho getting away from this, like, yeah, without any, I don't know. I don't see him getting away from this. Like he's ready to fight Kenshin. Kenshin is also ready to, like, hit fight him. Yeah, there is a possibility that he might, because like I said, I don't see Kenshin losing this battle. It will be difficult, definitely, but I don't see him losing this. So if he doesn't lose this, either Cho will run away, or he'd probably get, like, captured here, and he'd probably be sent to the police. So whichever direction it goes, like, not whichever direction it goes, but if he doesn't run away, then Shishio's team is going to lose one Juppon Katana already, and the battle hasn't even begun. Like I said, I don't see Kenshin backing away from this or losing this battle, because something is in line. That kid and everyone's, yeah. In this type of situation, in no way is Kenshin losing. I don't know how he's going to accomplish it, but I'm sure he is going to. We'll see. Either way, let's wait and see. And yeah, like, here's the thing, like, like, this guy, he really doesn't give me that much of a, I don't know, like, yeah, he's one of the Juppon Katana, but he doesn't really give me that much of a, like, like, what is that word? Like, I don't think that he's gonna be that much of a problem. Like, it doesn't feel the same when Kenshin fought against Aoshi. Like, when Aoshi's battle, it was like, it was tense. There was like a whole thing where it was like, oh, like, who will win? Will Kenshin win? Will Aoshi win? Like, obviously, deep down, I was obviously like, yeah, Kenshin's definitely going to win. But still, there was like it was like a close combat. It was a very, like, like a very, like anything could go in any direction kind of situation. I genuinely don't see this guy winning at all. Like, yeah, he might be strong and everything. He's definitely one of the Juppon Katana, but I don't know. I don't see him winning. I just cannot envision him winning, or I cannot even envision him giving a hard time to Kenshin either. But who knows? Maybe I will be proved wrong in the next episode. Let's wait and see. But I just cannot envision that. Like, he's the least warriorish type of character I've ever seen. Like, like, who acts like this? He acts like a hooligan. He's not a warrior, he's a hooligan. That's what he is. And for characters like that, I just don't see him giving any threat being any threat to Genshin. Again, like I said, I might be completely wrong. I might be proven extremely wrong, and maybe in the next episode, we might actually see Genshin struggling. Who knows? But for now, at least, I don't see that happening. I don't see this guy being a threat at all to Genshin. Like, he got like, just, he got beaten up 2 times already. Yeah, he's tough, like Kenshin said. Like, he didn't even flinch. He's tough, but he already got beaten 2 times. First, like, like, in his back, and the second, he again got beaten up by, when he was, like, taking out both of his swords and was giving the long-winded explanation of what his sword does, blah blah blah, and Kenshin just, like, just destroys him with, one shot. And now he has brought out another trick. This is like the third trick that he has up his sleeve, and he's taking his sword out. That is, like, yeah. So, yeah, I guess he's one of the Juppon Gatam, but I genuinely don't see him being a threat, or at least he doesn't give me the same vibes that I felt when Kenshin squared up against Aoshi, or, or some other characters where the battle was more like life and death kind of thing. um he doesn't really give me that vibe. But you know what? Let's wait and see. I might be completely wrong. Next episode will show us what happens. Okay. All right. And what else? So we got to see Hojo. Was that his name? One of the other Juppon Gatana who is helping out. This guy who kind of, like, like, just hyped up the people, and he was like, oh, we're going to take this place for ourselves, and everyone's like, yeah, yeah. Shishio-sama, just that dude. And obviously, then we met Cho, so we have met two more of the Jukpon Katana. Wait, how many have we met? One is Sojiro, one is Anji. That was his name, wasn't it? The one who helped, taught Sanosuke? Yeah. Sojiro, Anji, this guy Hojo, I think, and Cho. Four. We've already met four of the Jukpon Katana. So six more left to meet, I guess. We'll see. Right. Okay. And is there anything else to talk about? Let me see. No, I think that is it. Because most of the episode was basically dealing with that situation, like Joe coming and making a whole nuisance of himself, and Misao quickly informing Oshina and Kenshin, and Kenshin immediately going off trying to help the situation. Hmm. Yeah, I for a moment actually thought he killed, the his wife, that guy's wife, but he cut off the kendama. No, is that what it's called? I don't know. The that thing. It's called kendama, isn't it? No, wait. I think I'm making a mistake. Oh yeah, it is kendama. Okay, I was right. Um, he cut that off in mid-air. Like there were multiple sections in like in that part where I was like, oh, it's over. Like like the first part was like where I thought that he probably killed the kid. Is the section you see where he was trying to do the kendama and he's just failing, and he's like, I cannot do it. And then the kendama's ball comes and drops on top of it, and the kid was there. The kid's head kind of coincided with the kendama's ball. I thought that was some kind of a symbol, like like a symbolism where in the next scene he's going to kill him or something. Because the ball was like, yeah, that kind of freaked me out. But he didn't really do anything. He did threaten them. And then the other section when I was like, oh, it's over, is when his mom, like Iori, I think that's the name of the kid. Iori's mom tries to like catch him or like get him, but he just like just swings the sword and goes away, and the kentama cuts in half. And I was also like, oh, this is going to be like, as he leaves, the mom is going to also end up being cut. Like you see, like that happens, like the late cut that appears after the swordsman has already sheathed the sword. That kind of thing I thought was going to happen, but okay, none of that happened. Thank God. Everyone is safe, at least for now. um and now that Kenshin is here, I think everything will be fine. We'll see. All right, and there you go. That was today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see Misao being frustrated. Misao's like, come on, Kenshin, you should have just talked to him more. You should have just like pressured him a little bit more, and he definitely would have like given it to you, or made you another Sakabato. To which Kenshin's like, no, I just don't want to drag them in this whole mess again. And like the one thing that Kenshin didn't want to happen, that's what exactly happened later on, as we see. Because and I feel like this is the thing, like Kenshin, obviously Kenshin is trying his best to not involve other people, but I feel like what is important here is like, instead of trying to tiptoe around the whole thing, trying to avoid contact with other people so that they don't get dragged into it, I think like the best thing to do here is just brazenly do it. Because like, this is Shishio we're talking about. There's no guarantee that Shishio's just going to leave the people alone just because Kenshin doesn't have had any contact with them, as we saw here today. Like Kenshin, so that he can keep them away from this whole nonsense, he deliberately was like, okay, I don't need the sword. You live your life peacefully. And he just left everything alone. Even after all of that, some random weirdo in one of the Juppon Gatana, this guy Cho, he, as soon as he heard something related to a sword, it wasn't even related to Kenshin. he was like, oh, I need to go and get that. And now he's making a nuisance of him over here, as you can himself over here, as you can see. So obviously, I guess you could say that Kenshin's involvement there did kind of begin this whole situation, because that is why the information got leaked that they're looking like for a sword, and the whole sword situation came like got leaked. But still, at the end of the day, it wasn't really Kenshin. This was bound to happen one day or the other. So by tiptoeing around the situation and avoiding these situations, Kenshin might momentarily or temporarily be able to keep the other people away from Shishio, but for how long? For how long? This is going to happen. It's bound to happen. Not now, maybe like a few days later, a few days late, but it's going to happen. What Kenshin could is trying to prevent, he's not really preventing, because this is Shishio's people. And each of these Juppon Gatana will have a different type of personality, and they will have different type of motivations, just like this guy we see. And you know they'll just move on their own, and whatever they're going to do, they're just going to do it. Anyways, Kenshin's involvement doesn't really matter here. So I think like the best thing in this situation to do is like quickly get ready and take Shishu out. I think that's the best thing to do here. Instead of trying to avoid other people so that they don't get involved in it, I would say, yeah, like just do your thing, get involved, get the stuff, get ready quickly, and just take these people out as soon as possible. Like that'll be, I don't know, like be the best way I think to deal with this. Um, but yeah, let's wait and see. Because it just Kenshin tried his best to keep them away from it, but it still happened. Like yeah, nothing you can do about it. Like these guys, and the thing is, if this was Shishu only, yeah, I guess maybe Kenshin could have tried to prevent other people getting involved in it. But it's not only Shishu. There's 10 other people. Like I said, each of these 10 Juppon Gatana, they have different motivations and different things that move them or make them take action. So just like this guy who took action because he wanted a sword, there might be some other random guy in the Juppon Gatana who moves because of some other reason than what Kenshin is trying to prevent. So it wouldn't matter at the end of the day. Each of these people have different motivations and different like reasons why they take up a sword, I guess. All these Juppon Gatana, all of them. So yeah, that's the thing. Either way, I hope we can take care of this guy. Like I hope this is the end. Like this is it. This is it for him. Joe, I'm talking about the Joe. I hope like this is the end we see of him. Like we take him out completely, however that is possible. But who knows? Maybe not. We'll see. Like I'm confident that Kenshin will be able to take care of him. But what I'm not confident about is if whether he's going to somehow run away, or whether like is he going to come back later, or will this be it for him? But then who knows? Like I said, I think I'm being too confident in Kenshin's like win. Maybe it will go in some other direction. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But yeah, the fact that someone's life is in online, especially a little kid, I think Kenshin will win this. Right. Okay. And yeah, so that is it. Yeah, so where was I? Okay, so yeah, we meet Joe over here. Not Joe, sorry. We first meet this guy. What's his name? Hojo or something? Let me see. Hoji, sorry, Hoji, not Hojo. So Shishu's like, oh, so you did the job that I told you to do, and he's like, yeah. The plant firearms have all been purchased, and then Shisho's like, you know what? I think we're ready. That's why I decided to call the Juppon Gatana. We're ready to take this place for ourselves. And Hoji's like, you really like, and he's like, guys, like, we are going to take this place for ourselves. And everyone's like excited, and they're like, oh, like like, like they're just like chanting Shishu's name. And then when later on when they're in private, Hoji asks Shisho, like about Battosai, obviously. Oh no, sorry. What's his name? Shishio himself tells him that, oh, it will take a while for the Juppon Katana to gather. Before that, like, as a pre-celebration, let's take out, Himura Battosai. And Hoji is like, but sir, like, I don't think that is wise. He is one of the strongest people, and I feel like trying to get him will have a lot of problem and will result in a lot of loss on our sides. So just throwing our people away like sacrificial pawns just because, just like in front of someone like him, I think that is ridiculous. We should just focus on getting the country for ourselves. At which she like she's like, no, like, like, yeah, like, oh, so this girl's name is Yumi, this lady. She says, I was surprised at first too, but it's fine. The Juppongatana aren't so fragile. And then this is where Cho comes in as well. And he's like, like, no way, we 10 souls will lose against just one Hitokiri. Yeah, this guy, like I said, he doesn't give me the vibe of a warrior. He looks like a ruffian, like just like a common street thug. That's the vibe this guy gives me off. First and foremost, he's confident. Like, an actual warrior never ever underestimates anyone. You know, and you can see this thing with Shishio as well. Shishio doesn't underestimate Kenshin. Yeah, he is like, I'm going to win, but he doesn't underestimate him. He like studies him, and he properly, like, that's what he does. Unlike this freaking dude, this guy Cho, who's immediately like, oh, like, we're gonna win. So I just don't know. I just, like, I've seen the other Juppon Gatanas, at least a few of them. I've seen Sojiro, I've seen Anji, I've seen this guy Hoji. We still haven't seen Hoji's power though, like what he's or what he does. So uh, and I've seen them all, and all of them, I think, like, yeah, these are people, like, they're like, they seem like proper Juppon Gatana. This guy, I just cannot. But you know what? Maybe I'll eat my words in the next episode. Let's wait and see. Like, yeah. Either way, Joe is like, oh, like, like, he's just like, talking here, and this is where okay, Shisho's like, where's Kenshin, and Hoji's like, we still haven't gotten, but we have gotten information that Shaku, his son, we asked, like, he went to him and asked to replace his Sakabato, but he refused. Also, he refused to, give the sword that was made by his father. And this is where Cho is like, oh, what did you say? A sword? Okay. You know what? I have something to do. And Shishio tells him that, just be careful. Do not try to make trouble for me. You do whatever you want to, but don't make trouble for me. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm just going to do something. So he leaves, and again we see Hoji tell Shishio that, like, can you please reconsider? Like, if you somehow, like, awaken Genshin's inner Himura, Hitokiri Battosai, I think that'll be trouble. That'll be extremely troublesome. At which she shows like, that'll be a different type of fun for me. I don't care. I actually want that to happen. And he's like, laughing. And Hoji's like, yeah, this guy is, this guy is like this. I should have expected him to say something like this. Right. And then next we get to see Joe coming and harassing a little boy, this kid, Yori. And he, like I said, at first I wasn't able to. I was kind of seeing, like, what type of a character will he be, like, but yeah, he's trash. By the end of it, you can understand that. So he is doing the kendama and everything, and then when he's not able to do the kendama, he gets pissed off. But before he's able to do anything, um, yeah, like, Yuri's father comes in and he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And he then tells him, you know what, I'm looking for something, like the sword that your father made. Can you give it to me? Next, we move on to Kenshin's scene again, where, Misao's there, and Misao's like still grumpy about the situation. Yeah. Right. So yeah, back to this scene again. Cho is directly asking him for a sword. Now you can see here, um, he didn't want to give it to him, obviously, because as he said later on, this is the type of guy, Cho, who is, as soon as he gets something like that in his hand, he's going to go crazy with it. He also said that this is only one of my only father's sword which hasn't been dyed in blood, and it is, like, it is sheathed. It is, so I don't want it to go and get the same fate as all the other souls. Now, when he was talking about this, saying how this has never seen any battle, and I would like it to say it that way, I thought, like, maybe this is the sword that Kenshin will get by the end of it. I'm not 100% sure, but there is a possibility. But then again, like I said, like, like we know, Kenshin wants a Sakabato, but this is like an actual sword, isn't it? Oh no, I guess it just, yeah, I guess it's like, like, I guess you can use it to not kill, if you can. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is going to be Kenshin sword. At least that's the vibe this is giving me, because he explains it as if like a sword that has never seen any battle, it has never been used to kill. I feel like that is like exactly perfect for Kenshin. And the fact that we are still kind of dealing with this sword makes me think that this is going to be Kenshin's sword. He will get it at the end of the whole thing. After probably fighting off Joe or something. But the main thing here is that he didn't want to give this sword to someone like this guy, this murderous, like lunatic, because he saw his eyes and he was like, yeah, this guy's crazy. He's going to destroy the sword completely, and since this is one of my father's sword, it'll be very dangerous in the hands of a man like him, and I don't want that happening. But he starts, acting smart. He takes his, like, sword to take, like, Yori up like this, and he's literally threatening them. And then he kind of chucks Yori up and reverses his sword, as he said, midway to grab him. And he's like, oh, you know what? This is the technique that only I can do. Where's this part? Reverse mid-air sheathing. There aren't many swordsmen that can do this. Yeah, and then he's like, you know what? Who knows? Maybe the next time I do this, I might miss, and that'll be kind of unfortunate. Obviously, he's like indirectly threatening him to kill his kid like that, and he's like, tell me where the sword is, otherwise, like, I might suddenly do this again. And you can see his wife then tells him that, like, it's not here, it's like in the shrine. And he's like, okay, like, yeah, so, but you guys lied, and I don't like that. And he literally took the kid as hostage here, as you can see. And I was saying, like, just tell him the source location, but by the end of it, as we see, like, later on, where he said something like, oh, I've always wanted to use my sword on a kid, I was like, you know what, even if he told him the location, I feel like he still would have taken Yuri with him. It wouldn't even matter at the end of the day. He's that type of a character. Either way, he now is like, oh, I'm going to take this kid as a hostage. And then when his mother tries to go and save him, he chugs, like, the kid on up on top, and uses his sword to cut the kendama, puts it back up. And like, and like I said, I for a moment thought that he actually killed the you know the lady here. Like, as he was going away, I was thinking, oh no, anytime a splash of blood will suddenly be shown and you'll see his wife collapsing on the ground. But that doesn't happen, thankfully. Right, so Misao comes in and gets to the location and sees that these guys are having trouble. Something is going on, and you can see his wife is telling him, like, why didn't you tell him, like, our child's, like, life was in his hands. And he's like, you don't get it. Like, if I told him, you think, like, like he would not harm Yori. Like, he would try to use that sword on whoever is in front of him, and the person that is in front of him is him, like our child. He's going to attack him first. Okay, as soon as she hears all of this, Misao immediately contacts them, like her grandfather using the pigeons, and this is the way he like they kind of like exchange information. And Okina gets the note, and as soon as he says that, oh no, they're in trouble, Kenshin immediately gets it, takes it and starts moving towards the location. Obviously, Okina tries to stop him because he doesn't have his Sakabato mended. It's still broken, but Kenshin just goes off. And you can see Kenshin reaches the shrine before Cho, and Kenshin is like, and Cho is like, oh, who the hell are you? And he takes out the bandage and he's like, oh, so you're Hitokiri Bato's like. And yeah, so then he goes and kind of, puts the kid on like a tree. And yeah, then he starts babbling about, oh, like I wanted to do this, I wanted to face you, this and that, I want to take Shaku's sword. He also then tells about how he wants to kill the baby as well, which is fantastic, you know. And Kenshin's like, that the other person's sword is destroyed, and you still take a hostage, and you are challenging him to a fight, and you call it fair and square. What a joke! And he's like, oh, I don't care, he's like, it's just that you're too straight laced. And like I said, this guy is, I just don't know, I just don't get the same vibe from him that I got from the other strong people that Kenshin fought. This guy really seems like an absolute just a common street thug. He seems like, the one who just got blessed by a little bit extra power, and now he's just over the top of his head and acting like a commonplace bully. Like, that's the vibe that he gives me. But who knows, maybe next episode we'll actually see his true powers or whatever. But for now, he just seems like a total joke. Either way, he tries to attack Kenshin, and Kenshin just dodges it and just whacks him so hard in the back, Ryukansen, that yeah, he destroys his all the swords at the back, and he starts doing somersault in the mid-air. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think this guy is going to be over for him soon. But then he does get up. He's like, oh damn, the swords, they saved me. And then he's like, he brings out his dual swords or whatever the hell this is. One of Shaku's early pieces. He wasn't really lying when he said, I'm a big fan of Shaku's swords, because he literally has everything Shaku. This sword, the thing that is like in his belly, that is wound around his belly, everything is that. The peculiar murder soul called Renbato. And he starts explaining. And as soon as he starts explaining, giving a long-winded explanation, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna get defeated again and immediately. Like, any character who's acting like this, that person gets one-shotted. That's the rule of anime. You see, like, one person completely calm, observing the other person, and the other person just blabbering away. That's an indication. This guy's going to get defeated in one shot. And he's like, two identically shaped swords with a small gap. You cannot patch up the wound too well. In other words, even missing a vital spot, if I slash with this sword, you can treat the wound. You can't treat the wound, sorry. The wound will start rotting and ultimately kill it. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, are you done? You're not even going to like be able to touch him with this. Yeah, and all Kenshin does is he inserts his own sword, like Sakabato, through the gap, uses the hilt of the sword. That's the hilt, isn't it? Or no, that's the sword guard. Sorry, the sword guard of the sword to lock it in place. Now he cannot move with his sword. That is such a fatal flaw. Or I guess the way he was using his sword was not really proper, because he was using this dual sword in a way, and people use a normal katana like this to slash. This is probably the type of sword you do not use to slash but to pierce. Because if you try to slash like this, like what Kenshin did here, that's a very easy way to completely block you. Now he's blocked. The sword guard is blocking the whole thing. He cannot move his sword now unless and until he takes it out like this again. So, you know, if he tried to pierce Kenshin like this, I feel like that would have worked better. But I guess Kenshin probably would have done something there as well. It wouldn't have mattered either way. But yeah, he just blocked it. Kenshin's like, is this all you think you can do? And I don't know what the hell Kenshin did here. He did something here. Just, oh, he used his hand to do it like this, and both the soldiers broke. Like, and then gives him a, like a, oh, uses a hilt this time. Ryushoshin. And now again he gets up, and Kenshin's like, damn, he didn't even flinch. Now, at first I thought he didn't flinch because he was like, that tough. But then we get to know he has a freaking armor here. That's not really an armor, as we get to see later on. It's like a sword. But still, that saved him. So I'm guessing if he got hit point blank, like properly in the stomach, in on the skin, without any guard, he probably that would have been it for him. Before as well, when he get hits in the back, the sword saved him. So he still actually hasn't gotten hit properly. He still didn't get hit properly. If he gets hit on bare skin, I think that will really be it. So we'll see. And yeah, and then he's like, oh, come fight me, like. And like I said, this guy is I just cannot take him seriously. He acts like a common street thug. I just cannot. He doesn't seem like someone who's worthy of like the Juppon Katana. You know, like when Kenshin's like ignoring him, he gets mad. He's like, oh, why are you ignoring me? Like, don't ignore me. Yeah, and then Misao and everyone comes in, and when they come up to the shrine, and this is where he recognizes the sword. He was like, oh, that's not an armor, that's the sword. And what does he call it? That was something my father made after many refinements. One of his later models of peculiar murder swords. Yeah. Yeah, and Joe's like, oh, this is where it starts. And yeah, you know what? Let's wait for the next episode. I might be completely wrong, but I just cannot take this guy seriously. Because good lord, he has so many flaws. And he still hasn't gotten hit. Like I said, technically if you think about it, the first hit that he got, his swords kind of protected him. Second hit that he got also was protected by the sword that is in his belly. So we still don't know how he's going to react if he gets hit bare skin. Like in a proper, like bare skin without any guard, if he gets hit by Kenshin, we still don't know how he's going to react. So we'll see. Either way, let's wait and see. I think this guy's going to be very easy to defeat, but who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. And yeah, that was today's episode. That was episode number 8 of Rurouni Kenshin. Kyoto Disturbance. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Rurouni Kenshin. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.